Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. Thank God it's Friday. If you haven't been with me before, welcome in. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic medium, tarot reader, healer, empath. I also have the gift of telekinesis, and I speak to my spirit, necromancy, through my pendulum here. Okay, so they're going to pick out the first several cards. There couldn't be a narcissist in your energy right now, Aquarius, or maybe somebody's love bombing you, or some kind of one-sided love here. All right, maybe you have gilded mirrors in your house. All right, so they're going to pick out the first several cards, and then I'm going to follow it up with some tarot. Okay, let's see what's going on in Aquarius energy. Know what's going on with Aquarius spirit. What's going on? What crowns them right now? What crowns Aquarius? All right now, old school. Something's maybe outdated thinking. All right, maybe somebody's replaying events in their life or events that happened right now, going over and over in your head. Somebody's old school here. So that's what it says. Okay, outdated thinking, conditioning. Maybe somebody has some old school. Somebody's older here. Somebody's replaying something that happened over and over in their head. I feel like, something happened here and it's just, over and over. You might have took an exam that you had to, do or something like that. Maybe I feel like for some of you, you're old school, but maybe you're going back to work or something, or you're old school. You're in your 50s, 60s, and you're coming into abundance right now. Okay, right now you're coming into abundance. You have a positive mindset. You manifested this. For some of you, your gratitude. You're in gratitude right now. You're blessed. Blessings just came through for you. Okay, right now. Right now, maybe somebody's trying to backstab you. Right now, talking shit behind your back, maybe, because this isn't your communication. All right, there's heartbreak and pain, there's separation and loss here, deception and lies. Yeah, shocking attack. I feel like, and this is in your, throat chakra. So maybe, like, again, maybe somebody's talking shit about you, lies, deceiving you, and you're ascending. All right, you're learning and expansion here, preparing for union, a new phase in your life, going up. All right, there's a new phase in your life right now, Aquarius. This can be either your sun sign or your rising sign. Okay, it can be both. This is Aquarius rising. It can be anywhere in your chart, Aquarius. You can be, Aries, or dealing with an Aries right now, a fire sign, Leo, Sag, or Aries. But right now, sunglasses. For some of you, you wear sunglasses. You have transitions. You wear like regular eyeglasses to see. But somebody's watching, looking. This is stalking. This is a perception. This is somebody watching. All right. This is somebody watching you while you ascend, trying to backstab you or whatever. I'll get down to that. I'm going to pull the tarot, okay? See what Spirit is trying to say here. So when I go over the cards, Spirit tells me what cards they want me to pick for you. Okay, and they say yes. That's why, it goes no, and then they say yes. I have a whole conversation with them. If you want a private reading or if you have any questions, please, my information is down below. But if you subscribe to my channel, put your notifications on all, so this way when I go live, you can ask my spirits whatever you like. Okay? All right. So right now, maybe somebody in or around you, your sacred chakra here is addictions. Maybe someone is addicted to somebody. Maybe, I don't know why I said somebody, but maybe someone's addicted to you, or you're addicted to someone. But there's codependency here, obsession and restraint. There's possession and control, emotional blockage here. I don't know. Maybe you're tired of it. Maybe, it's like a record playing over and over again. Like you're tired of the same old shit over and over. You want to move on to a different phase in your life, It, you, you're learning and you're expanding. That's what this is about. For some of you, you feel like maybe you're trapped into a relationship or something, or maybe there's some kind of chain. There's a chain here, okay? Maybe somebody's chained to somebody. Maybe you're trapped into this relationship or something like that. Look, soulmates, this is what grounds you, okay? Soulmates. Soul connection, a partnership, a soul contract, life partner. Again, this can either go either way. This is somebody in your energy, probably has this addiction. All right. Maybe it's your partner, your life partner. I'm also getting same sex here too. What you don't see under the deck here is have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. Struck by love. Okay. Struck by love. If you're single, Cupid's arrows here. So have faith. Love is coming in. All right. If you were already with somebody, this is what grounds you, you're struck by love and you're in a good place with your person. Maybe, but I feel like somebody has addictions here. This can be sacred. This can be somebody has a porn addiction. I feel somebody maybe in or around your energy has some kind of porn addiction. I mean, again, everybody's on a different timeline. We all live different lives. So please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to. If it doesn't belong to you, then just ignore it and keep it pushing. All right. On to the next message. All right. What's this? Oh, what is this here? What's going over and over in Aquarius's head here? What's this overdated thinking? For some of you, you still have cassettes in your house. 8-track cassettes. Yeah, Aquarius. Pomegranates are significant. Pomegranates. Maybe you love pomegranates or something like that. All right, but this is work. Maybe this talent, again, maybe for some people are going back to school for something or whatever, for more talent, for more education. Okay. But this is you, eight of pentacles, working hard at some kind of skill here. Education, craftsmanship, self-improvement. Maybe, for some of you, you have old thinking, like outdated thinking, and you might have to go back to school for something, or a tutor. Maybe you need a tutor for something like that, some kind of education, some kind of achievement. But this is definitely working. Somebody who's skilled at a job here, or in school, working. Some kind of skill. Research. All right. Anxiety. For some of you, you have anxiety about this money. All right. Maybe something is keeping you up at night about money, You have anxiety, can't sleep at night, maybe, some kind of sadness or worries about this. Okay. All right, they want me to keep it up. Okay, so Queen of Cups. All right. Some of you, there's healers here. Water sign is here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Backstabbing. For some of you, somebody here is, a backstabber. This is an intuitive woman. It's going to be a mother, an aunt. Somebody. Yeah, this can be a parent, a mother again, a cousin, somebody who's an intuitive woman. This is a woman. Or for some of you, you could be, feeling like somebody's, talking shit behind your back. That's definitely can be it too. Giving you burdens, chaos. Here, the Tower, with giving you like, carrying a burden or something like that. Extra responsibilities. For some of you, you're feeling down about this. It can be about money, okay? Don't worry, you're taking a rest. You're going to get back on your feet. You're going to be celebrating in a minute. All right? You're going to be ascending. This is in your heart chakra. You're ascending. You're learning. Again, I feel like for some of you, you're learning something new. where you want to learn something new. Maybe you're finishing something and you're about to ascend to the next level. All right, maybe a new job or something like that. Or it can be a new relationship, or, for some of you separating, going on to a new partnership here. Or it can be just a soul contract that, is going to be, that was just codependent, is going to be coming to an end. A couple months ago, I did mention, I did have a premonition, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but in the month of March, something was going to end. Whatever this was, a contract, a relationship, and work, whatever, a job, okay? Yeah, a new job, something was going to end, whatever that might be. I don't know. But it was strong premonition, and I need to say this. But if this is you and something ended this month, and you graduated and it's good news, congratulations. And if you're depressed about it, like a relationship, don't worry. It happened to get you to the next level, to get you to a new phase through life, for somebody better, for a life partner, a soulmate. Okay, so turn your frown upside down. Everything's gonna be all right. One man's garbage is another man's treasure. Okay, so let's go. What's this ascendant? And as far as these, people, look at that. You're walking away. All right. Eight of Cups. You're walking. You're disappointed. That's it. It's a turning point, to break up here. Yeah, maybe because this person's freaking, this Queen of Cups that you're walking away from. Somebody's walking away from this Queen of Cups here. All right. They got disappointed. Maybe somebody was backstabbing, talking shit, talking lies, whether it be, somebody in the family, a cousin, an aunt, a mother, whatever this might be here. Somebody's walking away. This can be male or female that you're walking away from. But this can be also a change of job. Again, a change of job, walking into, a change of job, a relocation. All right, a farewell I'm getting here. There's a farewell of some sort that's coming too. And you're preparing for a union. For some of you, you're going to be traveling to your person. You're definitely leaving the past behind. You're leaving that past behind. Look at confirmation, Six of Swords, leaving the baggage behind. Sailing to calmer waters, a new phase in life here. All right, a resettlement. Traveling again, getting rid of conflict and difficulties, smooth sailing. You're going on into calmer waters. This might be with a kid, a child, but you're definitely walking, back to back, back to back. Eight of Cups and Six of Swords back to back, walking away, disappointing, abandoning ship. You're done. You can be dealing with the water sign. Yeah, I feel like somebody's, watching you walk away. Like I said before, I got that one man's garbage is another man's treasure. And you're just like, whatever. Yeah, you're walking right into your Nine of Pentacles, financial independence. Okay, financial independence. Over here it says codependent. Well, you know what? You're going to go into your financial independence now. You're done with all that. You're walking away, and you're walking right into your material comfort, right? Your happiness, your harvest, whatever extra income that you're going to be having. Your self-control, your leisure time, all right? Your comfortability, your accomplishment, whatever this is. But congratulations, yeah. I think you broke free from whatever this is. Yeah, look, Ace of Pentacles. I can't make this up. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. A financial situation improving, prosperity, victory, success, beginnings. And right above that is soulmates. This can be, somebody that you're starting to, hang out with, or this is a new beginning of some sort with this life partner. But yeah, this is nice. Good for you. Yeah, sometimes you get, just gotta if you keep looking in the rear view mirror, you can't see what's in front of you, you know? So you just gotta, go forward and look, learn an expansion, new beginnings, somebody, you're definitely giving your back to somebody, but don't worry. You might be worried about money right now, because of this. But don't worry. All right, don't worry about that. With the hard work that you put in and your talent and whatever skill that you have, you're going to be financial independent. This is a confirmation. All right. So whatever that, this emotional block, this emotional that you have with this person, this chain, this addiction, this trap, somebody, whoever you're bonded to here, whoever's possessing you or controlling you, you're going to be walking away from. All right. You're going to get this financial independence. Somebody's going to give you a helping hand. This can be somebody, a partner, a friend or whatever, but this can be either that or you will have, a new soulmate coming into your life. There's extra income coming in. Mm. Some of you, something to do with with your past skill that you're going to be making money or, thinking about making money with. All right. Whatever that means. All right. What else? Abundance. Look at that. Abundance. Abundance right above that too. Your arrival to abundance, financial blessings, rewards for your efforts, money flowing easily in your life. It's all the hard work all the conditioning, all right, that you've been doing. The conditioning is old school. It's the skills that you've been doing and you've been your due diligence with, working and your perseverance on something here that is bringing you to abundance. This is education and achieving. All right, so this is something that you've definitely done over time that is bringing you abundance now. So if you're worried about this or whatever, this money situation, don't worry. Fluid Fluidity, staying flexible and adaptable, keeping an open mind, going with the flow. All right, there it is. Being teachable. This is you. I feel like something. I might be talking to a teacher or an educator of some sort. Okay, I just heard architect. Okay, so but they're saying to stay flexible and adaptable. Keep an open mind. Don't worry. All right, everything's gonna be okay. Keep a positive mindset. So it's saying keep an open mind, something to do with outdated thinking, okay? So dice is here. Time to take risk. You know what to say. Time to take risk. Leap into the unknown. All right. Something, you might have to be, getting out of your comfort zone. And that's because, somebody's old school. This is what crowns you. First card up, okay? So somebody definitely has to get, outdated thinking out of their mind and start, taking a risk and getting out of your comfort zone and being teachable. All right, going with the flow. All right, because if you want abundance, you got to be teachable. Getting out, leaping into the unknown. The number 12 is here, the number 11 is here, the number 7. Okay, and then brick wall. All right, brick walls in your heart here, blocked for your highest good, not able to make progress. Time to do things different. Here it is. Time to do things different, guys. You have to walk away from this. You have to leave. You have to move on to calmer waters here. 6 of Swords. This is going to be, and it's something here is blocked for your highest good because they want a new phase. Spirit wants a new phase here. And then we have anger, okay? Right from, right underneath, 8 of Cups, you feel you've been wrong. That's why, you left. Somebody exploded here. Arguments, disagreements here, pent up anger, temper, egos clashing, but you feel like you've been wrong. And that's why you walked away. That's why the Eight of Cups is right above it. You know, rubies are significant, like red stones are significant. You can wear that as a ring. For some of you, you're healers. Healers. I feel empaths, healers are here. You know, yeah, that's right. Good news. A message, a text, a phone call. Someone has something to say to you, all right? Being opening to listening. But you're in your good, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. But you're going to definitely be receiving a phone call. You're being isolated for a reason. You know, you climbed mountains. You're choosing to be alone right now to recharge your mind and your body. All right, you're removing yourself from whatever this toxicity is here. This person who had you in chains, all right, who is controlling. Mountain came out right behind that. Obstacles and challenges, possible delays, patience is needed, required. Required perseverance here. So right now you're going through an obstacle, some mountains, but you're definitely gonna, overcome all these obstacles too. Okay. Just requires perseverance. Like this card, perseverance, the Eight of Pentacles here. Dedicating to something. They want you to dedicate to something. There's obstacles, but there's going to be good news here. Someone's going to, has something to say or needs to communicate clearly, or you need to communicate clearly or be open to listening, or they need to be open to listening, but there's going to be some messages, some text, a phone call here. Some of you, wear rollers or something in your head. Rollers are significant. Maybe you or somebody in your energy wears this. What do you have to say with these cards here? They made me pull these out. So let's see. What do you have to tell Aquarius? Aquarius. Yeah, spiritual practices. That's exactly what came out. Okay. Spiritual practices. Becoming aware to intuition and guides. This is you, working on your inner healing and issues with codependency. That's why you're isolated right now. Meditating and releasing self-limitations and beliefs. Working on inner healing. That's you. You can be 52, 50, 52, 53, 54 years old. All right. But January 25th is significant. You could have a 25-year-old child or somebody in your energy who's that old. Aquarius. 23 on the clock. So 23 on the clock. January 23rd is significant. Look up those angel numbers. That's a message for you. 2323 angel numbers. Look that up and there's a message there for you. Okay. 2323. Look that up. Intense shadow work. All right. Intense shadow work. That's what, choosing to be alone is being all about right now. Pent up anger, all of this. Somebody's doing some shadow work right now. 1973 is significant. You can be 37, 38 years old. February 10th is also here. You can be seeing 1010, 1919, 999 right now. Somebody in your energy is being belligerent, maybe, hounding you for money or something like that. It can be, I feel like that. Yeah, somebody's probably, belligerent in your energy, hounding you for money. Go with the flow, all right? Maybe you had some debt collectors that are on your back or something like that. But the number 6 is significant, all right? February 6th is here. Taking the elevator. February 13th is here as well. All right, for some of you, you have blonde hair, shoulder length. Taking the elevator instead of the stairs for some of you. All right. So, taking the stairs again, I feel somebody old school here. You got to take some risk, get out of your comfort zone right now. You got to do things a little bit differently. Okay. So you can get a better job, maybe. I don't know. Wasting your time. For some of you, you're wasting your time on something here. Okay. That's why they want you to ascend. Not able to make progress. You're wasting your time on something. 1992 is significant. You could be 29 years old, but there's something here that's a brick wall, and that's why they're saying to walk away from it. All right, to go. You're wasting your time. All right, just go. You get rid of that baggage. Get rid of the conflicts and the difficulties. Get rid of the stress. Again, go with the flow. Move forward. They're saying you're wasting your time. You're hitting a brick wall. All right. There's going to be a new phase in your life. You're ascending. So you got to go. You're learning and expanding. What is this Eight of Cups? And anger. You feel that you've been wronged. Empty promises. Yeah. You've been wronged because this person gave you empty promises. That's why you exploded on them and walked away. That's why you changed. You separated. You walked and you broke up with them. Farewell, bye. It was a lot of empty promises. This can be with a job, or this can be in your relationship. Okay, maybe you feel like they did you wrong. Maybe there was a disagreement of some sort. Any empty promises. You could be 54, 53, 54, 55 years old. Okay, just a whole bunch of cans of empty promises. All right. You can maybe pink, purple, lavender, somebody's favorite color here. All right, gold is significant as well. You're skating on thin ice. This is your sacred chakra for somebody in your energy, or this can be whatever. But someone is skating on thin ice. 1962 is significant. 62 years old is also significant. 26, 27, 28 years old. You can have somebody around you who ice skates, okay, or rollerblades or roller skates, something to do with that. Ice, maybe, something to do with broken ice. I don't know what that meant, but okay. Mob mentality, public embarrassment. Somebody in their 20s here. All right, mob mentality. This is the grounding energies here. There are obstacles, and patience is going to be, needed. I feel like somebody, was publicly humiliated, and because they have a mob mentality. Those kind of people you just got to walk away from. Go, bye. Ascend. Those kind of people, low vibrational like that, people talking shit, backstabbing, and all that ugly. Every man, again, one man's garbage is another man's trouble. You got to love the ones that love you back. All right, love the ones that love you back. You can't just, go around giving your beautiful energy to everybody, especially if they don't want it, Walk away. There's somebody else that's going to love it, okay? I don't know why I feel like I need to do this, but this is a character of some sort, an engineer, an architect. Like I said, I feel like somebody here is an architect, or something to do with your hands, maybe construction or something like that, but it says engineer, all right? Engineer, architect of solutions. Maybe you architect of solutions. Maybe somebody's a problem solver, a lawyer of some sort. Engineering practice, problem solver, a complex system, technology. Somebody's in technology, something like that. Okay, somebody here. If this is you or somebody in your energy, I don't know. They wanted me to pick that card significant. All right, right here. What else do you want to tell Aquarius, Spirit? Aquarius. 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 Clean up crew, that's right. Cleaning up your life. You're getting rid of distractions. Making healthy choices. Getting rid of distractions. Somebody's doing some shadow work here. Intense shadow work. All right. That's what this, Eight of Pentacles is here. Saving and dedication to something here. Yeah. Architect is definitely what I heard before and it came up. All right. The unexpected here. The unexpected. Maybe somebody's going to be nasty in your energy. All right. Expect the unexpected, they're saying. All right. Shocking revelations are here. Shocking revelations. And I feel like it has to do with this person, this belligerent person, a monkey who's acting like this. You know what? All right. Expect the unexpected for this person, but not. One monkey doesn't stop the whole show. You know what I mean? So keep it pushing, move forward. Don't worry about it. New phase in your life. Okay, there's a new phase in your life. It just come with empty promises. You need somebody to put you on a pedestal here. Okay, feeling that maybe somebody's feeling that they're out of your league. But you need to be put on a pedestal. This is you. This is you. Heartbroken here, backstabbing, heartbreaking pain. But Spirit wants me to tell you, you need to be put on a pedestal. All right. Don't take the freaking stairs. Take the elevator. Be the queen that you are. Don't waste your time. This person's full of empty promises. Mob mentality. They just want to embarrass you in front of people. All right. Or they embarrass you, or they're an embarrassment. Well, they want to embarrass you. Wherever. Take it where it fits. But your story. Your story. Yeah, that's right. Final dance. Expectations here. Right here, waiting period, yearning and longing. That's what that was you wasting your time. Okay, that could have been you wasting your time. You were right there waiting, yearning and longing and expectations. But I feel like for some of you, expect the unexpected here. All right, shocking revelations. If this person starts yelling or whatever, you need to be put on a pedestal. All right, final dance for this person. Final dance, last chance, all or nothing, not playing games. This is you, not playing games anymore. All right, being angry. All right, your pent up anger, walking away, your farewell. You got glasses put on this. Somebody, put glasses on this. They put glasses on you. Look what's going on here. Look, okay. Secret admirer came up again. All right, secret admirer. Somebody's watching you and stalking you here. All right. You're going to receive a phone call from this person, though. Okay. Someone secretly is watching you. All right. Someone secretly is watching you, stalking you. All right. You can be from New Orleans or from somewhere in the South, Someone secretly is watching you. Green, purple, gold is significant, those colors. I just heard LSU. All right. But epiphany. Yeah. Somebody had an epiphany here. And then twin flame with the soulmates came out. All right. On the same line here. So life forever changed. This is you. Your yin and your yang. This is you. Huh, that's right. Praying for that and receiving it. You discovered, something here. You had some kind of discovery, epiphany, sudden insight into reality, some deep within for answers, discovery or realization about this person who's this ugly shit right here. These obstacles this person put you through, the public embarrassment. All right. But your twin flame is coming in. So that's the good news. Good animal. Whoa. This one was up. So I'll take this one. And goose. For some of you, you're probably seeing goose maybe in a book, on TV lately, in person. It means faith in self. So have faith in self. All right. Listen to your inner voice. Trust your instincts and have faith in the choices you make. Be your loudest cheerleader. All right. Be your loudest cheerleader, Aquarius. I love you. This was your reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that cute, good stuff. Okay. Love you guys. Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. Please be kind to one another. Don't be mean because mean people suck. Mwah. I love you, Aquarius. I will definitely see you soon. Peace out.